Hare Krishna, children, I want your attention now. Yes. Hare Krishna, children. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Patakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanditam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vacha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, my dear children. So nice to meet all of you who have all attended the previous session and doing the second session. Okay. Some of you and some of you are attending the second session for the first time, right? Earlier one. First session you attended, no? This is your second level 2, right? First one you attended. Huh? Okay, most of you have done. I'll be giving you a brief, a summary of the previous one. I hope you all remember. You may remember still for the new students who have come, we'll have a small introduction of the previous sessions and then we'll go to the new one. Okay. I know all of your names. I just asked you. You all do not know me. You know, some of you know me. Huh? Yeah. Some of you know, some of you do not know me. I am Malini Karuna Devidasi. You can call me Malini Mataji or Malini Karuna Mataji. Okay. So I stay in Hiranandani estate only, here only. So I love to take the children's classes and I like to interact with children. So I really thank the children's group teachers who gave me this opportunity to interact with you all. Okay. So now you all know the herd of Ramayan, isn't it? I don't want you to talk with Krishmi and Gauri better be away from each other. Okay. Because you should not be disturbing others. You may know the story, but others may not know. Huh? Gauri, you want to talk? You have to talk to me. Okay? Huh? So, see, Ramayan, you must have all heard of, right? Ramayan stories, grandmothers tell us, mothers say us. There are many small books. Also, you can read. Children books are there. Children versions of Ramayan, everything. So it has 7 chapters, kanda, they say, cantos. You know? What are they? Aranya Kand, Kishkinta Kand, Sundara Kand, Yuddha Kand, and Uttara Kand. Okay, so you must have already seen Balakand and Ayodhya Kand, right? Okay. In that, what we saw also, okay. So in that, what we saw, what you must have seen is how Ramayan started, being written by Valmiki Muni. Valmiki, sage Valmiki wrote Ramayan. Okay, how he started writing, who his guru is, and all that, and how Maharaj Dasharath had 3 wives, and he had one daughter called Shanta. Many do not know that there was a daughter for Dasharath. There was one daughter called Shanta. Good question. You know, Mataji, answer. No. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. So now she was brought up by Romapad, a king called Romapad, not by Maharaj Dasharatha. Their friend. He did not have any children, so he brought up this girl, and she was given that Romapad's kingdom was in drought. Drought means what? No water, dry, like a desert. You need water, isn't it, for plants to grow and food to grow? You need water. But the land of Romapad was dry and it was in drought. Okay, so the sages suggested him he has to give his daughter in marriage to a sage called Rishishringa. So See, then there will be water. Exactly, that's what happened. When this Rishishringa came to their kingdom, it started raining. So he started staying in the kingdom. So he is such a noble soul. Gauri and Krishni, please, Krishni, come here. Move here. So, what I was saying, Dasharath also, he did not have any children, no sons. So this Rishishringa is very, very noble person, very pious person. So he has a lot of goodness in him. So when he comes to the kingdom and he performs a sacrifice, then Dasharath may get children. So he thought, I will invite him. So his guru advised him to bring Rishishringa. So he brought Rishishringa to his kingdom and he performed the yajna, and his 3 wives. He performed Ashwamedha yajna and Putreshti yajna, Putra Kameshti yajna, where you do that yajna for getting a putra. Putra means son. Okay, in that, yes, Vishnu Duta came from the yajna and he gave a prasadam of a sweet rice, sweet payasam. Wives drank that and they got 4 sons, 3 wives. Half में half. He may. Sumitra, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Beta. So this I appreciate that you all remember. Shanta. Shanta. Okay. So this Romapad. So the 3 queens, Kaushalya, she begot whom? So then Kaikeyi begot Sumitra. Yes. All the 4 sons were born to Dasharath. Now, They grew, they all had their education. And then Vishwamitra Muni, he came to the ashram. Yeah. No, he came to the ashram. He took Ram with him. Yeah, he wanted to take Ram, but Lakshman never leaves Ram, right? So he also went. So both of them went, and he Tataka, especially the Rakshashi Tataka, the men Tataka, and then he also taught a lot of things to Ram and Lakshman on the way. Tataka. Tadaka. Okay, my pronunciation is bad. Sorry. Spelling. Yeah. Okay. So, see, he taught a lot of things. Vishwamitra Muni taught, though Lord Ram knows everything, he gave, he was born as a human being, isn't it? So he learned everything from Vishwamitra also. When he, yeah. So they went to Siddhashram, where Vishwamitra Muni, all his disciples were living, and he helped him do all his finances, Ram and Lakshman. Okay. Then the Janaka, King Janaka in Mithila, he was performing sacrifice to the Shiva Dhanush, they say, the bow of Lord Shiva. So all were invited for the puja, for the sacrifice, for the yajna they conducted for the Dhanush, the Shiva Dhanush. So he went, Vishwamitra took Ram and Lakshman to the palace of Janaka. Yes. Yeah. Sita, Janaka gave Sita in marriage to Ram when Ram broke the bow. Yes. 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 No. Yes. Shanta. Rishishinga. So they got married, and even the sisters of Sita were married to brothers of Ram. Okay, all four of them went to Ayodhya. So this is up to your. Then now the Ayodhya Kand starts, where the happenings are in Ayodhya. Yes. Yeah. So in Ayodhya, he wants to retire. String. He pulled it. Yes. Correct. Okay. So now in Ayodhya, Lord Ram was made the king by Dasharath. He wanted to retire. Dasharath was getting older. He wanted to retire and wanted to make Ram the king. But Kaikeyi had said she didn't let them make Ram the king. Yes. Actually, Mantara is got who she's an Apsara. She's born in this Ayodhya with. She's there with Kaikeyi because she has been sent by the demigods, so that this Leela happens, and this is part of killing Ravana, because Ravana is doing lot of disturbance as Asura, isn't it? So Lord Vishnu had to kill him. For that, if Rama is in Ayodhya, how can he go and kill Ravana in Lanka? So the whole Leela has to happen. That's why Mantara is being, made to say all this. It's not that she's such a cruel character. She's made a cruel character. She's actually an Apsara. Yeah. Yes, actually, Mantara was only helping the destruction of Ravana. So that's how it is all went like planned. Kaikeyi also helped in that, actually. So that Ram and Sita go into the forest. So that the 14 years of forest life. And Sita originally, Ram felt, no, she is king's daughter. How will she be able to live in the forest? So he didn't want to take. But she said, no, I'll accompany you. So he, even his mother Kaushalya wanted to go, but then he said, no, you have to remain here and take care of father. I will only go. So then Sita, he could not, convince her to stay in the kingdom, because she said, wherever my husband is there, I have to go. Wherever you are, that is the place I have to live. Without you, then I'm nothing. So he had to take, and Lakshmana also he had to take. Okay. Now from this onwards, we will see. Mm. Mm. Because she is such a powerful, and she is not an ordinary girl, Sita. Mm. Mm. In the ground. Mm. Yes, she is very powerful. So she can handle Shivadhanush. So her husband should also be able to handle the Shivadhanush, right? That's why. Mm. She's so powerful. That's why. You sit there, they are not able to. Mm. Huh? Mm. On. Fly. She can, by her look itself, she could burn it. Did she do anything to Ravan? That is because actually she had the power, but she didn't do, because it was he was to be killed by Lord Vishnu, Ram only. That is why. And her honor remains in being rescued by her own husband, not anybody else. That's why. So now, mm, 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 mm. Yeah. She wanted Ram to come and take her. She can't fly. Okay. Yeah. She needed Ram. Yes. Yes. Uh, uh, yeah. Yeah. So Mantra changed her mind of Kaikeyi, and she asked two boons. She already owed these boons, by. Uh, yes. So that detail we need not go now because we have already studied that. We have only very less time for the previous one. We have just seen the summary. Okay, what is the boon? That I'll tell you. What is that boon? Bharat should be the king, number one, and then Ram should be sent to the forest for 14 years. Okay, these are the two boons she asked for. This Dashrath became grief-stricken. What is this? Because his favorite son is Ram. How can I, send him to forest for 14 years? Very difficult, right? So he saw it, but then she 14 because so she thought the citizens of Ayodhya will totally forget him. 14 years means it's a large period. So he may not even come back, or one generation will be forgotten. That's why. That's why she gave a nice period of 14 years. That exactly, I'm not sure. She could have done it. I don't know why that 14 years. So all are very shocked, mothers, Kaushalya, everybody. But finally, Sita and Lakshman joined Ram and they go. The first, they sail through Ganga and go to, Bharadwaj Muni's ashram and spent one night there. And Bharadwaj himself suggested to go to Chitrakoot. Mm. Mm. No, that is not respectable to burn an elderly person. And it is not such a big crime that she said. When Ram himself agrees to go, why she should get angry? She has to follow her husband, not that she can take a decision against. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Lakshman was angry because he loves Ram so much. That's why. But everybody had a bad impression on Kaikeyi. Yes, even Ram thought, oh, how she will be taking care of father. Um, Maybe she is not good. He also had that fear. But then they are not. They didn't have so much anger that to kill Kaikeyi. That much burning her. Their mind was not so hard to burn her. That is why. Okay, now with this Aranya Kand now enters. See, where you must have seen till Bharat comes to take the Paduka of Ram, and he actually wants Ram to come to Ayodhya. But Ram says, my promise is that I will stay in the forest for 15 years. I will not come. So he doesn't go, but he gives his Paduka. Yes. Correct. True. Even if it is 14 years, even if it is 20 years, they will not forget. But Kaikeyi expects like that. So if I send them out for a long time, people will forget. But that's not the case. Anyway, so Bharat takes the Paduka and he does puja to the Paduka actually. And he rules the kingdom. Is it so? Okay. Yes. Yes. Kushagras. Yes. And yes, he exactly. He did not want to enjoy the palace life as long as Ram is also in the forest. So he wore dress like Ram. He lived a life like Ram. Okay, now we will see Aranya Kand. All of you, now you are not going to say anything. Okay? Yes. Mm. Pardon? Come again? What did? Mm. In Aranya Kand, yes. Uh, uh. See, wait, I'll tell you. When Ram and Lakshmana are there, she will not use her power there because they are more powerful and they are there to protect her. She need not use her power to protect herself. That's why she waits. She is patient. She remains patient for them to do the action. She won't do. That's why. Okay. Now, all of you listen. This starts with the entry of Lord Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana into the Dandaka forest. Okay, Aranya means forest. So this is Dandakaranyam. They are entering into the Dandaka forest. Dandaka forest actually is very dense and very fearsome. Not only because of the wild animals, because of also the demons. Yes. The Dandaka forest is full of eminent sages also. There are a lot of sages because sages do penance, tapasya, isn't it? For that, they need to live in a secluded place where there is no one. The forest is actually forest or mountain. These are all suitable places for that. It's still there. Yes. And there are ashramas. There are a lot of sages, ashrama, everything is there. So, Aranya got its name not because Ram just wandered in the Aranya. Not because of that. Just he trekked through the forest. Not because of that. But it has a treasure house of knowledge. Okay. Forest, actually, do we know what is in the forest? Forest itself means it's a puzzling thing. We do not know. If you get lost in a forest, can you come home easily? You will not. You will lose your way. Everything. Forest itself is fearsome. This Kand is also like that. It has a lot of treasure house of knowledge is there in that. That also will not remain for long because as you return, there may grass may grow immediately again, and you that's not very easy to penetrate into a forest and make a way and all that. It's a big job. It's not that easy. Now I want you to let me continue the story. Okay. So and due to the number of sages who lived there, it has a lot of energy in the forest. Okay. So far, the exile of Ram was in the Aryavarta. It is called the place of noblemen. But now they are in a place where there are demons. This Aranyakand is full of demons. There's not noble people. This is called Janastan. Janastan means where people live. Okay. So this is where so a lot of negative aspects he eradicated. He killed a lot of demons in this Aranyakand. Okay. His first encounter was with Rakshasa called Virada. Yes, that only. So he was gigantic, he was terrifying, dressed in blood-stained tiger skin he was wearing, and sunken eyes, and his long, sharp teeth and wide jaw, round, protruding belly. He was looking really terrible. He was holding a spear in which hung 3 lions, 4 tigers. All he has killed, and they are hanging in that spear. He's holding like this, and 2 wolves, 10 spotted deer, and 1 elephant. Imagine how powerful he should be. Can we even carry one? Maybe no elephant. We can't even think of carrying. Dog. Imagine one dog, one nice big dog. Can you carry? They may be 20-25 kg. Heavy. Yeah. Imagine tiger and all that. So he's carrying so many animals. Killed them. Once they are killed, they become more heavy. Okay. Actually, dead bodies are heavier than the live bodies. So he's carrying that. Okay. Blood is also falling. So he is all dripping with blood. Such a death personified, terrible monster. He snatched Sita. It is always very, dangerous to take Sita in the forest for Ram and Lakshman. Always what Ram used to do, he used to make Lakshman walk in the front and Sita will walk next and then he will come behind. So now this demon, he snatched Sita. I will take her for my wife, he's saying, and drink the blood of the both. He's saying like that. Ram explained, how was his, how was his pain? He was so pained. It was very painful to see his wife being snatched by somebody than the death of his father. Death of the father is painful, yes, but it is more painful to see Sita being touched by somebody, and that was snatched like this, being harmed by somebody. But seeing that, Lakshmana says, "How can you stand like this? And talk all my pent up anger on Bharat. I am already angry with Bharat. Now that anger I will use on this man," he is saying, this monster, and thrash it. After snatching, who are you? He's asking, and tell who he is. He's asking. Now tell. So Virada says, "I'm son of Java." By his wife Shatakrida. I have a benediction from Brahma. Not even any weapon will kill me. So they have a fierce battle. Whatever weapon Lakshmana and Rama are throwing on him, it's getting broken. They are not able to kill him. Brahmastra, wait, what? No, they are not using that. So what happens? Nothing is killing them. So you can't kill me, sir. Leave the women. At least I will let you go, he's saying. At least if you leave the women to me, this woman to me, I will leave you go. I will let you go. So they are getting very angry, and Lord Ram gets very angry. He says he sent arrow against arrows, but it was not easy to kill him. There was a fierce fight. So he picked up Ram and Lakshman, and he's dancing and he's circling like that. He picked up Ram and Lakshman. Imagine, he's such a huge demon. So Sita couldn't see their struggle. They are struggling for her to protect her, isn't it? So she says, "Better take me. Let them be." Seeing this, Ram is getting even more angry, and he says, he gains more energy. Now I should not leave him. So he attacks him, and both Ram from one side and Lakshman from the other side, they are both attacking him. And finally he falls unconscious. Like how he falls unconscious in boxing, how they say 1, 2, 3 till the person gets up, isn't it? Like that they are waiting for him to get up, but before he gets up, they are waiting for him to get up. He's unconsciously lying down. What Ram says, now you dig the pit for him. Even when he is slightly conscious, it's okay. We'll bury him in the pit. Let him die like that. So Lakshman is quickly digging a pit for that monster. He's slightly conscious and he understands now his position. Actually, he's a Gandharva, like a demigod from the heaven. He was cursed by Indra, and he had to see. The slightly conscious Virada is saying. Hello? हम बाहर है भाई साहब. छोड़ दीजिए. He says, in truth, I'm a Gandharva. Tumburu, his name is. Tumburu, the Gandharva. As I tried, he was flirting with Apsara called Ramba. Indra got angry. How can you do this? So he cursed him to become a Rakshasa. And he also said, you will be delivered by Lord Ram sometime. So now he understands. Now the time has come. So he says, please dig the pit quickly. Before I gain my consciousness, put me inside, he says. So then I will also get free from my curse. So as they put him into the pit, he gains his, previous position, and he's free from the curse, and he goes to his celestial abode. He gets his body as a Gandharva body, and he goes. After this, they continue their journey, Ram, Lakshman, Sita. Okay, and they meet Sharabanga, one sage. Yeah, correct. Very good. So he will give you valuable instruction. Who says this? The Previously, they met one sage. He said, go and meet Sharabanga. Sharabanga, there was Indra with his 1,000 horses and waiting at Sharabanga's ashram. Okay. Why Indra came to take Sharabanga? Actually, he was about to leave his body that time. But on seeing Lord Ram, he said, oh, now Lord Ram has come. Indra himself went away. He didn't want to see Lord Ram there. He wanted to see Lord Ram only after the destruction of Ravana. So he went away. But now Sharabanga greeted Lord Ram. And then but they also, Ram, Lakshman, Sita also paid respects to the sage Sharabanga. And they asked why Indra was here. He had actually come to take me, he says, Sharabanga, to Brahmaloka. But before departing, I saw you. So I said, let me interact with Lord Ram and then I will come. So then he went away. That's why he left. Lord Ram also had something to ask him. What suggestion, a place for their stay, where I can stay. He advised them to meet the sage Sutikshana. If you go and meet him, he will suggest you a good place to stay, he said. So Sharabanga also said, I have a request. It's time for me to leave. He was about to give up his body, right? Sharabanga. That's why Indra had come, isn't it? He was about to die and Indra had come to take him. Now he says, I want to leave my body in front of you. So same way in front of Ram, Lord Ram, he created one fire and he killed himself. And he went to, Indra came and he took him to Brahmaloka. So some rishis also came and told Ram, we are troubled a lot by a lot of Rakshasas. So you please kill them and see, can you see a lot of dead bodies in this forest? They are the dead bodies of the sages. These Rakshasas are killing them. So please protect them. He says, yes, I will definitely give protection. He says, I am a Kshatriya. My duty is to protect the sages and the people. So I will definitely do. So he met Sutikshana. Sutikshana offered his ashrama. All the sages who ever meet Lord Ram and Lakshman and Sita, no, they offer their ashrama. You please better stay with us, stay with us. But they are not staying. But here especially Sutikshanas, the trouble is what, there's a lot of wild animals. They are always terrifying sound. Imagine being in the next room, there is a tiger. Isn't it? Imagine there is a lion or some other wild animal. Can you live peacefully? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it's very scary to live with wild animals, right? So they did not choose to live there. They said, no, there are a lot of wild animals. It's disturbing and fearsome. Since they trouble with their noise and threat to life to sages, we may have to kill them. If you kill this, especially this Sutikshana, this sage, he's very kind to animals. Then see, if you make us live in your place, and if we are troubled by the animals, we may kill them. When you are kind to animals, then you may not like that when we kill animals. So let us not stay here. You suggest some other place. He's saying. So we shall say some other place. Just spend one night and went. Hearing this, Sita Devi, first time she gives an advice to Lord Ram. She says, 3 sins anybody has to avoid. 3 wrong things no one has to do. What are that? One is speaking lies. Jhoot nahi bolne ka, that one. Another is having relationship other man's wife. That you should not. Only your wife you should have. You should be good with relationship, not with anybody's wife. That one. Another thing, cruelty without enmity. If somebody doesn't do anything wrong, why should you go and harm them? Cruelty without enmity. If he is your enemy, then you be cruel. That's fine. But if somebody is not your enemy, don't be cruel. If he is not your enemy, you don't go and do war or fight. Okay? These are the 3 things. She says, first 2 you're good at. Okay. But the third, why are you taking? If you see any animal, just because it says, why should you kill? Well, only if the animal harms you directly, attacks you directly, you should kill. Why should you do this? Please don't do, she's advising. But then she says, you know more than me. I'm just telling you, if you want, you take my advice. This is my humble feeling, she says. But he says, it's my duty to protect the sages. So I have given word to the Brahmanas that I will protect them. So when I see a Brahmana or a sage being attacked by an animal, I will definitely kill the sage. Okay. So then the rishis themselves have the power to kill actually. Why they don't kill? Because they are in tapasya. If they come to kill, their calmness and peace will go, isn't it? They will become another person. See, imagine you are studying nicely. When some fight happens, then you lose your cool to study, right? Then you get upset and you become angry. In that mood, can you sit and peacefully do something? No, you get disturbed. You should not be fighting and you cannot show cruelty, no? That's why it's better the Kshatriyas go and fight the Rakshasas, not the Rishis. Rishis have the strength. Actually, they are doing penances and all. They have the power to kill, but they should not kill. And there is an interesting story Sita Devi says. There was one sage, it seems. He was doing severe penances. Yeah. So Indra became, yeah, I'm telling. Just let everybody understand the story, okay? So Indra became upright. He might be overthrown because he is doing so much penance. What happens, when these rishis do so much tapasya, they became more powerful and they take the place of the demigods. So these demigods become shaken when these rishis do penances. And this, especially this sage was doing so much deep penance. So Indra became afraid. Now he thought, I should distract this man. How can I distract? So he came to meet him and he said, in the disguise of a warrior, he is coming. And he gave one sword. He gave and he said, you keep this carefully, take it back. So when your friend gives you something, you keep it carefully, right? Even if yours, you may lose or you may mishandle it, you may keep it anywhere. But when it's your friends, you take extra care, right? So like that, this sage is taking extra care to take care of the sword. Wherever he goes, he carries. And even when plucking fruits and flowers for the puja purposes, also he is carrying them. Having carried the sword in his hand for so long, he thinks, why should I keep it simply? Why should I not use it? You feel like if you have one image, one video game, something in your hand, PS3 or something you have, whatever, I don't know, some game you imagine, and a PlayStation or something is there, but you feel, no, I'm not using it. How long can you resist the temptation not to play? If it is always with you, you tend to play, right? If your mobile is there, now mobile is the simplest gaming device, right? You can play anything in the mobile. If that is there in your hand, and how long will you be able to resist yourself? You naturally tend to use it, isn't it? Yes, it's so tempting. Yes. So when it is active, then you tend to use like that only. This sage also, when the sword is with him, he feels, now why shouldn't I? Why not use? And he starts becoming violent. His penance, everything is gone. So she says, once you're associated with the wrong things, you tend to use it and, you become part of it. Rather, let us not, use something unless there is a purpose to use it. So be away, he says. Okay, he says, no, that's my promise to the sages. When they are troubled, I cannot see them being troubled by Rakshasas. I'll have to kill him. So this is a small story, very, good moral that Sita Devi says. So that's why I wanted to tell the story. And then they are going to a large heavenly lake called Panchapsara. Okay, there the sound of music is coming from that lake. Such a lake they are going to. The lake has music in it. Sound is coming. How it is, there was one Dharmabrit named sage. He only tells the story. The sage is doing tapasya there. There are, in every spot, there is a sage, and there they are greeting Lord Ram, Lakshman, and Sita, and they are telling the story of that place. Here, of that heavenly lake, this Dharmabrit sage is telling the story. This lake is actually formed by one sage with his power. Who is that sage? He is Mandakarni sage. Mandakarani sage he is. He has mysterious powers. He created this lake and he did tapasya in that place. He also, this demigods again. With that sage, what happened? Indra got upright that he may take his place. That's why he distracted him. Like this Mandakarni sage is also doing so much beautiful tapasya. His demigods are now upright. He comes and if he's doing so good tapasya, he may take our place. So let us distract him. Let him not do tapasya. Some people always try to disturb, right? Like that they send 5 apsaras. The beautiful heavenly women, the angels kind of persons, apsaras, and they come distract him, and he ultimately leaves all his tapasya and marries them and goes. And now he wants to live a secret life where he has his powers, right? As a sage, that he builds a house within that lake. And he lives there. That's why the music, dance, and all the sound, the beautiful sound made by these girls is only heard outside. Till now, when this Ram, Lakshman, Sita, they are hearing this sound. Not now, still now. At that time when they were going and saying. Okay, we are in that Aranya Kand period. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So now from ashrama to ashrama they are going. They kept moving 1 week. Sometimes they stayed in ashrama for 1 week, sometimes 2-3 weeks, sometimes 1 month, sometimes longer. Now 10 months are over. They're spending all their time in that forest only. Now, this way, slowly, 10 years passed. Okay. Now they came back to Sutikshana and started living in his ashrama. They wanted to now see Agastya, sage Agastya. So they went to Agastya's ashrama and greeted him with a great honor. To Ram, he said he's a very great sage, Agastya. He gives a lot of presents. Yeah. It was made by Vishwakarma. It's made of, it's a Vishnu's bow. Infallible, yes. Yes, that like that. Yes. Yes. Empty at all, infallible. It's inexhaustible. If you take, more and more will come. Like that. Akshay Padra like that. So to Sita, he is speaking, you attain the eternal glory, he says. He's very much appreciative of Sita because any woman normally leaves the husband when he is not prosperous. But when he is actually, away from the palace, he was exiled, you still did not leave him and you're still with him. So you're a very noble woman and he appreciates her. So he suggested a place called Panchavati. That is in Maharashtra. You know where it is? Nashik. Okay. So he suggested Panchavati near the bank of the river Godavari for his next stay. So yes. On the way they met Jatayu. Jatayu, is a big, gigantic vulture. On way to they actually Lord Ram mistook him for a monster. But no, he said, no, I'm your father's friend. He says, which means he's very old. So Ram, Lakshman, Sita are paying him respect. So your father's friend, father's grandman's father's age, no? So he must be old. So he was born of Daksha Prajapati. He's a grandson of Daksha Prajapati. So Daksha Prajapati's daughter and son, their children, their grandchild, Daksha Prajapati's, yes, no, not Shiva, Vinata and Tamasa. So to Vinata was Aruna born, and to Tamasa was Sheni born, and he was born, Jatayu was born to Aruna and Sheni. So he is great grandson of Daksha Prajapati. So he is warning, he is saying, this Jatayu saying, even in Panchavati there is dangerous Asuras You please be careful. Whenever you need help, I'm there. And when Lakshmana, Ram goes out, and even Lakshmana has to go out, I am there to take care of Sita, he says. So Lakshmana built a nice cottage in Panchavati, very beautiful, and it has swans and chakravak birds, peacocks, all the beautiful sounds of the birds are heard there. And pink and blue lotuses are there, beautiful for the eyes, beautiful for the ears. Yeah. Very hard for them. Yes. Yes. So, and the weather was also very pleasing at that time. So it was like it was good for all the senses to touch also. When in chill weather, it is so nice, no, you feel. But in summer, you feel sticky, and you're sweating and all. But this winter season is very nice for us. So for all the senses, Panchavati was very beautiful. That time, a Rakshashi comes there. She was infatuated with Lord Ram. Means she is ऊपर से attraction. Yes. मन से नहीं प्यार करते. So, how she was looking, nice description was given about her. She's a dark eyes, the glowing complexion, and no, sorry. This is a description of Lord Ram. She's seeing it. She's, enjoying his look. He's looking like Kandarpa. Kandarpa is the god of love. He's looking like Kandarpa with the dark eyes, glowing complexion, lotus petal, youthful, muscular, royal. Like he's looking like that. But contrast look she has got. She's so extremely ugly face, protruding belly is so big. And deformed eyes are all, not proper. Copper colored hair means what? When you don't oil your hair for, imagine for 1 month or something, you become the copper color, brown color, like that she is. Because she never tends to that. So here, Lord Ram is looking young and beautiful, while in a handsome, while she is looking middle-aged, aged woman. She's looking like, an elder sister. Beautiful girl, yes. And she got attracted with him, and she's coming and asking, who are you? He tells, Rama explains who he is and how he came to the forest. And short story he tells about himself. And who you are, he's asking. She says, I'm sister of Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana, Hara and Dushna. These are my brothers. They are powerful Rakshasa. This Surpanaka is saying she's the sister of all these Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana, Kara and Dushna. They are the sons of Ravana. Okay. So I live in this forest. I am very terrible. I strike fear in the people of this forest. Whoever comes, any creature here, all are afraid of me, she says. She says, I'm overpowered by love. I love you so much. Give up your ugly wife, she's saying. Looking at Sita. How can she say that? How cruel she must be. She's saying, Sita, she's so soft and peaceful and so beautiful. She's saying, you leave your ugly wife, deformed wife. And she's not worthy of such a great, handsome person like you. I'm powerful and I can travel at my will anywhere. And so I'm the suitable person for you. And she's so timid and so small, and she's very calm and quiet. That won't suit you. For a hero like you, I'm the person, she says. I will destroy both Sita and your brother quickly. Then we can go, we can be free, and we will travel and enjoy our life, she's saying. Lord Rama actually laughed at this. He was amused. What's this? What are you saying? So he heartily laughed, and jokingly he replied, you're such a young and beautiful girl. But how can you tolerate to live with a man who has a wife already? Can you live with another wife? No. So now Lakshmana is married, but still he doesn't have his wife, right? So he's alone. So he says he's without his wife. So he's more heroic than me. Why don't you marry him? Go and ask him. So she believes that. Oh, Okay, so she goes and asks Lakshmana, will you take me for your wife? I like you also, she says. He also understands. Come, we shall marry. You look more beautiful than your brother, more handsome than your brother. Come, let us marry. So he's saying, okay, let us keep like that. But you understand one thing. I am a servant of my brother. Okay. So if you marry me, you have to become the maid servant of my brother and his wife. Are you okay? She's getting terrified. How can she imagine being a maid servant of Sita? She's thinking because she's a Rakshasi, she can't bear that. She now understands they are joking. She understands. And now she says, oh, you're joking like that. Let me attack. Now, Sita. Sita. You are too attached to your ugly Sita. Let me now destroy her. Then you will marry me, she says. Then Lord Ram, understands her bad intentions. And he says, Lakshmana, you now deform her and make her pride come down. She's gamand se baat kar rahi. She's very, proud and speaking. So deform her. Let her understand what she is. You don't have to kill her. Deform her. Like, attack her. So he takes his sword. Enjoy, no. Attack her. So nose and ears are getting cut. She is shouting, struggling in pain. Actually, it is getting cut. No, she'll be in pain. She screams horribly in pain. The whole forest is, reverberating with her noise. She runs away to her brother Kara. Paining. Yeah. How it will be for her. Yeah. Imagine getting cut in the nose. It's very painful. So she went to Kara. She was living with many other Rakshasas. Must be. Yeah. Yes. So he is exclaiming, seeing the sister. Oh, what happened, sister? Oh, who did this to you? Not even a demigod or an Ashura or a Gandharva had the courage to do this. If anybody had done it, I will kill them, he's saying. They can't escape from me. Yeah, no, I shall kill him and drink his blood today, he says. But bitterly sobbing, she managed to reply, I don't know whether he's a human being, whether he's a demigod, Gandharva, I don't know who he is, but he is very beautiful. He is there. I went and asked, and he did this to me, and she's explaining everything. I will be satisfied only after drinking their blood. These monsters are what? These asuras, they drink blood, they kill, isn't it? So she says, I'll be angry, satisfied only if I drink their blood. Kara sent 14 asuras. Imagine, he sent 14, 1-4 asuras against Lord Ram and Lakshmana. Lakshmana was left with Lord Mother Sita as protection, and Lord Ram only handled this 14 people, and everybody died. 14,000. Yeah. Now 14 did not work, so he sent 14,000. After 14 arrows, 14 fell dead. Ram sent 14 arrows and 14 people fell dead. That was she came back and shouted in anger, lamented in grief. What is this? You could not attack him? What is this? What brother you are? She's saying. Kara took his brother Dushana also for help, and 14,000 Rakshasas gathered, and there were bad omens on the way. Bad omens means what? Signals, like, something wrong is going to happen. Still they went, because they are bad people, no? Yeah. Yes. So all bad omens still. Dead body. Yes. So Rama saw, but at the same time, Asma. So now, see, Rama saw good omens, good signals. He was saying, oh, these are simple, I can handle them. He felt, because with his weapons, he will be able to kill these demons, he thought. That's what his feeling was. So a fierce battle happened, all fell dead except a few. All fell dead. Yeah. Trishira he was. He had 3 heads. Only Kara, Trishira, and a few others were alive. Trishira, the three-headed Rakshasa, he showered arrows and pierced Lord Ram's forehead, but angered Rama retaliated and knocked him down. So this, I think we will complete here today, so that you will be, have some games or something before we complete. And also there is prasadam for you after that. So if we go on till 6:30, we won't have time for that. It's already 6:20 now. So I'll complete here. So now I'm completing till the story of the fight between Kara and Bhushana. Okay. This session ends with the episode of Lord Rama's fight with Kara and Bhushana, Trishira's fight. And they got killed. Okay. All of them. Yes. Yeah. To contaminate him. Yes. 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 So now we will have